You don't want to lose him, so you overcompensate in a relationship. You hope that by being everything to everyone, you can buy their affection and get the love that you want in return. Girl, you got it the wrong way around. In this video, I'll show you why it is damaging to try to buy people's love and what you can do instead. Hey beautiful, I'm excited you're here. My name is Christiana Senibo. I help women overcome feelings of inadequacy so that they can develop self-confidence. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified of new videos when I post, primarily on Sundays. So what does it mean when you're trying to buy somebody's love? Primarily, it is trying to influence how somebody else sees you or how a group of people see you. It is you trying to manipulate how you are perceived by another person. It is you trying to get the other person or the other people to see you in a positive light. And I'll tell you in this video why it is unhealthy and why it can quickly become quite toxic. I'll also share with you some of the signs to look out for to probably raise some flags in you to help you realize that, hey, the way I'm acting, it looks like I'm really trying to buy love from this person. So why do we try to buy love? Why do we work hard at getting somebody else to see us in a particular light, in a positive light? Primarily, it comes from a place of inadequacy. When we feel that we are not enough, when we lose sight of our worth and our value, we try to do things that will get the other person to love us. We begin to act in ways that will make the other person possibly think differently about us in a positive light. It can also come from a place of feeling insecure in ourselves. So if, for example, you are not secure in who you are, if you are not confident, and now you're in a relationship with somebody, you may begin to want to do things that will make them see you differently because you're not confident in yourself, and you're hoping that by acting a certain way to the other person that they will actually see you differently. And so it actually comes from a place of not feeling secure in who you are, in your own gifts, in your own abilities, and in really what you contribute to the relationship positively. This attempt to try to buy love also comes from a place of emptiness. When you don't have a purpose for your life, or you lack clarity about the purpose for your life and of your life, you may find yourself in a relationship with somebody and you are pouring so much into that person with the hope that they would help you find fulfillment, they would help you find meaning in life, with the hope that by clinging on to them and by being with them, that you will get a sense of meaning for your life. And so what are some of the signs that you're trying to buy love in a relationship that you're in? Well, maybe you're working so hard at being agreeable. You know, you're really trying to avoid conflict at all costs, even if really there's some things you should talk about. But no, you are so focused on being nice, on being super helpful. You're so focused on maintaining the peace. There's nothing wrong with those attributes, but sometimes you need to have difficult conversations. Sometimes you need to address the way that you've been treated. Sometimes you need to bring up an issue that is not the most comfortable, but for the health of the relationship, you need to have those conversations. But if you find that you are trying to buy love, you would not want any kind of conflict. You would not want anything that will make the other person begin to think, or begin to have second thoughts. So you will just really be agreeable. You'll be nice completely, even to a fault. What's another sign that you're trying to buy love? You begin to people please. That is to say, you make yourself available whenever they need you, irrespective of whether that is to your detriment. You keep saying yes when really you don't want to say yes, when it's inconvenient, when you would rather be doing something, but because you are so focused on this person seeing you in a positive light, because you're so focused on this person loving you and thinking of you as special, you will be available whenever they need you to be, even to your own detriment. What's another sign? you become whoever they want you to be. So maybe their expectation is that you are quiet and you are mothering, that you take care of things and maintain the house. Whatever they need you to be, you become that person, to be silent, not to speak unless maybe your contribution is required. So when you begin to manifest these signs, or when you find that you are beginning to act in this way, it's time for you to stop and pause, and it's time for you to begin to ask yourself, am I trying to buy love? Am I trying to get this person to see me in a different light? Or am I trying to get this person to love me? That's the biggest question. Am I trying to get this person to love me? Am I trying to make this person unhealthily happy? What I mean by that is when you're trying to make them happy at every cost. When you get to that point, you need to now ask yourself, what's going on here and why am I doing this? If any of this is making sense, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button. So why is this wrong, you may ask? Well, firstly, if you're trying to get somebody to love you, that on its own is unhealthy. Why it's wrong? It's because trying to get your sense of worth from somebody else only increases your feeling of inadequacy even further. In the first place, the reason most people try to buy love is because they're coming from a place of inadequacy, a place of scarcity. And the problem with continuing in behaviors where you're trying to buy love is the fact that it actually increases those feelings of inadequacy. And that's because you will continue to become everything that they expect you and behave in ways that you think they want you to behave. When you're not able to keep up, when you're not able to continue with this kind of behaviors, you end up feeling even more those feelings of not enough. It's also wrong because you are training the person you're in a relationship with to over-expect. Because you're constantly overgiving and overcompensating, you're actually training this person to expect that from you. And so when you get tired and you no longer want to maintain the status quo, well, the person you're in a relationship will suddenly begin to feel like, oh, you've changed, or oh, you're not the same person anymore. But that could not be farther from the truth. The truth is that you have now trained them to over-expect because you've been overcompensating in different ways. The reason it's wrong to try to buy love is because you are sending out a message to the other person that you have no boundaries or you have weak boundaries. When you continue to act in ways that they expect you to all the time, when you continue to overcompensate, when you continue to say yes all the time, even when you don't want to, well, you're telling the person that, hey, you can treat me anyhow. You can talk to me anyhow. I will always be there for you. And so that's the message they will get. And that is what you will get in return, because that's what you're reflecting out and back to them. So what are the consequences then of trying to buy people's love? One, you will wear yourself out. Again, because you're constantly acting in ways that are not congruent to you, you will find that you become tired quickly. And you will get to that point where you just don't want to keep up appearances anymore. You know, whether it's the fact that you're constantly buying gifts, whether it's the fact that you're constantly trying to please this person, you're constantly saying yes, and you are constantly being the one who's trying to hold the peace or keep the peace. At some point, you're going to get tired. You're going to wear yourself out. If you continue with this kind of behaviors, you are going to lose your sense of self. At some point, you will no longer know who you are anymore, because all you are existing to do is to please this person. Whether it's to be quiet when you really wanted to speak out, or whether it's to make yourself available even when I'd rather be doing something else. Eventually, with time, as you keep doing this, you're going to lose sense of who you are, what you like, what you stand for. You'll lose sense of your values because you have just been blending yourself to fit into whatever this other person wants. What are some more consequences of trying to buy love? You will lose confidence. Because you've just been blending to become whoever this person wants you to be, you're going to lose confidence in yourself. You wouldn't know who you are without this person. And when that relationship comes to an end, as it does, eventually when you come to yourself, you will find that you don't know who you are anymore. You'll find that you're not confident to do things anymore. You're not confident to put yourself out there. You're not confident to try new things. So, what should you do instead? Well, first, start by identifying why you feel the need to buy someone's love. What is missing in your life? What are the gaps? What do you want more of that you don't presently have? Where did this feeling come from? To want to try to get somebody else to love you, to want to get somebody else to validate you, to want to get somebody else to see you in a different light. Where has this come from? You need to do some inner work and just dig deep to understand, why do you feel the need to buy someone's love? Why are you not content with yourself? Second, start by taking little steps to show yourself love. In the way you talk to yourself, in the way you treat yourself, start to show yourself love. Start to show yourself compassion. Start to show yourself kindness. Allow yourself imagine to fail. And when you do, don't be hard on yourself. Third, discontinue relationships where you've been trying to buy love. And I say that within context. Before you do, have an honest conversation with the person and let them know how you are feeling, and let them know how you feel like you probably have not been acting in the way that has been true to you. Maybe genuinely they may not realize that you have been acting in ways to please them and try to buy their love. And so if the relationship is honest and if that person genuinely cares about you, they will work with you, have a conversation with you, and straighten things out. But of course, if they're not honest and if they're just keen to take advantage of you in any sense, then you need to discontinue those relationships. If you want to learn how to start loving and accepting yourself, then book a free confidence booster call with me. I'll leave the information in the description box below. I've shared with you why it's damaging to try to buy people's love and what you should do instead. I want to hear two things from you in the comment section. First, which of these steps are you guilty of? Second, please share your advice for anyone who's been trying to buy love. Subscribe and share this video if it helped you. Remember, you were made for more. Stop playing small. Until I see you with my next video, go and check out these videos.